go to the Poconos, it's not even.
At this time, I'd like to call our meeting to order.
Adequate notice of this meeting was provided in accordance with Chapter 231, Public Law 1975.
I'd like to have a moment of silence. Will you lead us in the flag salute?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Commissioner Capizola.
Here.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki.
Present.
Commissioner Alstino.
Here.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Here.
Commissioner Romero.
Present.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Here.
Director Taylor.
Present.
Do I have a motion and second to accept and dispense with the reading of the minutes from the last public meeting?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's no correspondence.
We have a presentation tonight by Mayor Michael Rothman from Down Township. The floor is yours.
Good evening, everybody. You can hear me, right? Good evening, everybody. Director and Commissioners, thank you for allowing us to attend tonight and give you an update on all things down. With me tonight is Deputy Mayor Jordan and Committeeman Bob Campbell. As you all know, a few years back, we started a project with the Down Township wastewater treatment facility, something that Mayor Campbell at the time started. We got it through with your help in signing on to this and making this a reality of what it is. Every year we come here and we give you an update on where we're at, what's going on. It was one of the things that we agreed to do from the beginning, and we would like to keep up with it. You've been there from the beginning as well. Welcome back, I guess. One of the things that's been going on there, the plant is in its final stages of being designed through Nuterra, and the construction company for that is Agate Construction. All of the infrastructure going through Fortescue and Gandy's Beach has been in place, and whatever you two step in on anything else. All the infrastructure in Fortescue and Gandy's Beach is in place. All the lateral lines, there's a few grinder pumps that need to be put in. We're still having our from day one argument with DEP about sewer service areas. Is that how they're saying it? Meaning like the trailer parks and the amount of things, but that's just it's a conversation. That's been the hiccup in this whole thing. Nothing that's not solvable. It's just a question of DEP saying 1 unit or 18 units, which is something that we can work out. The plant, the construction part of it, the concrete is in place, the rebar is in place. The questions that we had in that we're working through is the outside protection area or building on the top. It's all design stuff, but all that's working out well. The roads, we've received a number of complaints, as we are just sitting here now, about the conditions of the roads in Fortescue and the contractor leaving them open or dirt and material on top. When winter got here, the deep freeze and everything else and the moisture and everything else did cause some problems with the roads. We went down there, took care of that as a township. We also got the contractor involved. They were there last week, filled a lot of it, and then we have what's on top of it now. So see what happens next week with when the weather changes again and everything turns wet with that. The pay app that goes through this, you guys are instrumental in that, in the way that it gets approved. Our CFO, Judd Moore, has worked through this, and it has been pretty much flawless. A couple little tweaking of things, and I know you see that all the time as it comes through, and you guys have definitely helped with all that. One of the other things that's going on outside of the sewer plant, like I said, all things down, we are working on a South Cove Road project. What's that, $3 million? A $3 million project through FEMA. On the south end of Gandy's Beach, there's a bulkhead there That is being replaced. The material, we've been back and forth on that. This is something that Mr. Campbell's been working on. Been back and forth about leaving some of the rubble that's all outside of it where you see brick and material on the water side. And one time they say you're going to remove it, one side they say you're going to keep it, and then next week you're going to remove it, next week they say you're going to keep it. So I think now they're letting it stay there, and we're going to build a new bulkhead on the south side of Cove Road. We are also involved in, we've taken advantage of a solar project. We have a company that's going into our old landfill, which is a 20-acre property. They are clearing it. They are closing it to DEP specs of the old landfill. They're going to put a 7.4 megawatt community solar project there. Again, closing the old landfill, building this above ground, and then turning around, selling some of the energy back to the residents of Down for 50% of a discounted rate. It will also take the old landfill. One of the things that we had worked into this, the committee, is to rent the land out to the solar plant at a rate of, right now as it stands, of $90,000 per year for 40 years. No escalating, no scale to this. We went right from day one. Once they flip the switch and start generating energy off of it, the payments start coming in after that first year, and it's a 40-year deal. At that rate, instead of going, what was the escalator, 1% per year, and then renegotiate it afterwards, we just went right from the beginning to extend it all the way out. I know I won't be here, but it's something that's going to give back to the township long after all of us have moved on. I have, I got 3 more things here. The other thing that we have taken advantage of is the state's law that came out about 6 years ago about a cannabis project. Down Township has entered into an agreement with a cultivator. I think right now we have 1 license done, and I think there's 5 more that'll be on the board through the Cannabis Regulation Committee. They're going to regulate it, and that has the potential of anywhere from a low side of $500,000 a year to a high side of $700,000 to $800,000 a year back to the township. So that would be a huge thing, especially considering the other problem that we are facing, and it's not just Down Township, but I'm going to take an opportunity to put something else out there that has got every municipality around here in kind of a scramble of what's going on. Sheriff Donato has graciously taken the lead on this for the county, and he has worked with us a number of times in trying to get us the information. But this EMS situation that's going on through the county is going to be crippling to so many different municipalities. And I'll give you the example that we've been using for Down Township. Down Township, in an agreement with Inspira Healthcare a few years back, we enjoyed 8 years of a contract with Inspira of $8,000 a year. And that was gracious to us, very gracious to us. Now, in case anybody doesn't know what's going on here, Inspira has bought up all the different companies, and now to get you to the hospital at night at 2 o'clock in the morning when you stub your toe, Inspira is the one that's going to come to you. We as Down Township, we have first responders that'll be there to package you up, make you feel better, make you feel comfort, give you the help that you need immediately, and Inspira would come, or Laurel Lake, or Lawrence Township, and they would do the transport for you. So again, a few years back, we entered this in Inspira at $8,000 per year. Beginning January 1, our contract went to $12,000 per month. Per month. It's not the best part of it. Come October 1st, our contract goes to $25,000 per month. That represents $300,000 just to Down Township. So you have all these other municipalities that are going to have the same issue. There's very few of us that have our own volunteer service or bless you, or any other service that will dedicate themselves to you. A volunteer service will not work. It has been proven. The ones that are surviving in this are doing it on shoestrings. It needs to be a paid service. It needs to be figured out. But $300,000 to Down Township is approximately 28 cents. give or take a couple pennies. With the way tax rates are going, I can tell you this, we have put it out to our residents, you decide what you want before we decide on what we're going to do. Again, Sheriff Donato has been working on this tremendously and providing information. I know the county has done a study for this. I know we're waiting for the paperwork to get here for that so we can review it. And then the Bayshore communities are going to have a conversation, and we're going to figure out exactly what to do. But every single municipality that's involved in this plays an intricate part of this. And if one of them drops out, it affects the whole thing. So we need help. We need help in the way of this EMS stuff. You are guaranteed to have police protection, and you are guaranteed to have fire service. You are not guaranteed transport to the hospital in the middle of the night while you're having a situation occur. So just wanted to bring that part to light. The last thing that I have for you, we have enjoyed an incredible relationship with the County of Cumberland and their public works. Over the past few years, we have had somebody in our area that has taken care of us. He goes beyond belief. And publicly, I would thank Jamie Heisen for what he has done for Down Township and the work that he's done. I just want to recognize him from Down Township as a county employee and everything else. So with that, Bob or Larry, you have anything you want to add to this? If anybody has any questions, I'm done.
Commissioners?
I didn't hear the name of the person you were recognizing. I want to make sure you say it loud and proud, so.
Jamie Heisen. He's the area supervisor for your public works, and he has been there, and when we call, he comes in to help, and there's never been a hesitation from him on anything we need. So I just want to say thank you to him publicly.
I have a quick question. And
Sure.
you're in communication with some of the other mayors in Cumberland County about the EMS stuff?
Mayor Weldon and I, we started this out last year or a year and a half ago. We met in Morris River Township initially, and we even got into Cape May County on this, of mayors there to join us in this. That was the initial one. Sheriff, when was the one that we hosted it down? Was that the middle of last year? May? We had a meeting in Down. We hosted the second one, where we brought in not just the mayors now as the administrative side of this, we also brought in our professionals, our chiefs. We got the three big cities, their EMS, Ron and Millville, Bridgeton, we had them all there, and in different municipalities as well. And we worked our way through that. Then there was a third one in the middle of the summer, and then the study that came out that you are doing now to present to us. But it will be, it's going to be a hardship on everybody involved. And in my opinion, and this is me, it should be a guaranteed right. You should be able to have the ability to be transported to the hospital at 3 o'clock in the morning. You shouldn't have to worry about, oh my God, what's going to happen. So.
I agree.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the presentation. Go ahead.
I have a number of comments. One, just to clarify for people here and actually anybody who's watching. It's been said a number of times that there's a line, a sewer line, that's actually going by people and they can't tie into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Can you expand on that?
You're going to make me say this, aren't you?
Yeah. You can't say it, or I'm going to say it. I don't want to put it.
So what happened early on when we did this project,
Because I
and
know. Go ahead.
it is probably one of the most absurd comments that any of us have heard during this whole thing. And one of the houses that it does go by is Mr. Jordan. There's an area between the fork in the road, not the oak tree, the fork in the road going to Gandy's Beach, Money Island, and the sewer service area there. When we were in the initial conversations of what the sewer service area will include, talking with DEP, the line goes right down past Mr. Jordan's house and about a dozen other homes right there. And we were told that they are not allowed to hook up. They will not be included in the sewer service area. And when we asked the question, our answer was, it promotes urban sprawl. I said, what? Urban sprawl is going to happen in Down Township.
Okay, was that DEP?
That was DEP.
The reason why I ask is, from what I understand, there's been change up there.
Excuse me.
Sir, there's been change up there, and we would like to address that with them.
I would welcome any help that we can get.
Okay, I was just curious.
The other part of that was with DCA, with this type of project and what was going on, we requested DCA to waive the, I forget the exact word, the permit fee, was it, that they're gonna hit us with? Not us, each resident.
Right.
They're gonna give them a fee of, I think it's $150. We went to DCA and we asked them to waive it for this project due to the magnitude of this project, and pretty much they came back and said absolutely not. If that $150 could be waived to each home just for this project, that would help every resident out as well. It's not like it's tremendous, but every dollar in this thing is gonna help.
Does that go to the DEP?
Back to the DP.
Yes, okay, I just wanted to clarify that money goes to the DEP, no one else.
The DCA will be,
DCA.
the Division of Community Affairs
Right.
is charging the license fee for the hookup. So if this is your home and here's the road, we come this far. The residents are responsible from their home to where the hookup is. And that's what DCA wants to charge $150 for.
Circumstances, that would go to the city.
Say again?
Permit. I said
Yes.
normally that would go to the city, not the DCA. or
Correct.
the DEP. Okay, so they'll have their hands in your pocket again. The last thing is the EMS, okay? Of course, you know that we've been a product.
Absolutely.
A number of us have been to meetings. In fact, one of the meetings was right here, if you remember.
Mhm.
Correct. And it's absolutely correct, the sheriff's doing a fabulous job.
100%.
From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Sheriff, but in March, we should have some kind of proposal that we'll be able to submit. I don't want to go into...
Commissioner, let's move on from that. We don't want to commit ourselves right now.
Okay, all right. But anyway,
At some point.
We do have a proposal that we submit at one point in time. Okay? We want you to know that we are still working on it. So, just to let you know, it's not being ignored.
No, I know it's not, and again, Sheriff and I talk quite regularly about it. We see each other, and it's been a hot topic all over the county. I mean, it's something, again.
But you are absolutely correct in one part, and that is, if one drops out, we'll take everything out.
It'll affect the whole proposal
Yes.
of what we can do if one municipality
That is
drops out.
correct. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Director.
All right, thank you.
Thank
We're
you.
ready to move on.
All right, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mayor.
Ordinance 2026-1. I'm reporting compliance with NJSA 48:2-17, so the ordinance may be read by title only. Do I have a motion and second? The ordinance be read on final reading by title only.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-01, an ordinance of the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, authorizing the guarantee of the payment of the principal and interest on not exceeding $18 million aggregate principal amount of county guaranteed lease revenue bonds, Series 2026, issued by the Cumberland County Improvement Authority for the purpose of providing additional security therefore and determining certain other matters in connection therewith. Do I have a motion and second to open public hearing on ordinance?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there any public comment?
See none, Director. Motion closed.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second that ordinance 2026-01 be finally adopted?
So moved.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
The ordinance, the summary terms of which are included herein, has been finally adopted by the County of Cumberland in the County of Cumberland, State of New Jersey on February 24th, 2026, and the 20-day period of limitation within which a suit, action, or proceeding questioning the validity of such bond guarantee ordinance can be commenced as provided in the local bond law has begun to run from the date of the first publication of this statement. Copies of the full bond guarantee ordinance are available at no cost and during regular business hours at the clerk of the board's office for members of the general public who request the same. Ordinance 2026-2, I'm recording compliance with NJSA 40A:2-17 so that ordinance may be read by title only. Do I have a motion and second that the ordinance be read on final reading by title only?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Ordinance 2026-02, an ordinance of the County of Cumberland, New Jersey, authorizing the guarantee of the payment of the principal of and interest on not exceeding $16 million aggregate principal amount of county guaranteed lease revenue bonds, Series 2026, issued by the County of Cumberland County Improvement Authority for the purpose of providing additional security therefore and determining certain other matters in connection therewith. Do I have a motion and second to open public hearing on ordinance?
So moved. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anyone from the public who'd like to speak?
Seeing none, Director, motion to close.
Second?
So moved.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second that ordinance 2026-2 be finally adopted?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Sarr?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Taylor?
Yes.
The ordinance, the summary terms of which are included herein, has finally been adopted by the County of Cumberland in the County of Cumberland, State of New Jersey, on February 24th, 2026, and the 20-day period of limitation within which a suit, action, or proceeding questioning the validity of such bond guarantee ordinance can be commenced, as provided in the local bond law, has begun to run from the date of the first publication of this statement. Copies of the full bond guarantee ordinance are available at no cost and during regular business hours at the clerk of the board's office for members of the general public who request the same. Do I have a motion and second to open public comment on resolutions only?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Public comment?
Seeing none, Director, motion to close.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Are there any department head comments?
No comments?
Moving on to the consent agenda resolutions. Do I have a motion and second to vote by consent agenda on resolutions 2026-112 through 2026-140?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand? Oh, Commissioner Sarr. You're missing on my list. Sorry, Commissioner Sarr.
I'll never forget you.
You're missing on my
I
list.
feel like Rodney did.
Deputy.
Showing all this respect. What a long
Deputy Director
Yes.
Marchand, Director Taylor.
Yes.
Yes.
Do I have a motion and second to adopt resolutions 2026-112 through 2026-140 by consent?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Taylor?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-141, resolution awarding contract for supplying and delivering gasoline and fuel for the County of Cumberland and participating members of the Cumberland County Cooperative Contract Pricing System Identifier Number 64-CCPS bid 25-53. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Taylor?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-142, resolution authorizing approval to submit a grant application and to execute a grant agreement with the State of New Jersey Department of Human Services, Division of Family Development, State Fiscal Year 2026 SNAP Admin Funding Grant. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Taylor?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-143, resolution authorizing application for federal fiscal year 2025 FTA Section 5310 Capital Assistance Grant Funding for the Office on Aging. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola?
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Balicki?
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino?
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow?
Yes.
Commissioner Romero?
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand?
Yes.
Director Taylor?
Yes.
Resolution 2026-144, resolution authorizing South Jersey Grant First Responders Grant Program, $4,700. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-145, resolution rescinding Resolution 2026-18 and Resolution 2026-19, amending Resolutions 2025-453 and 2025-454 to correct budget account numbers for contracts for innovation grant for providing sober living pass-through payments, RFP number 24-57 resubmission. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-146, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for acquisition of one Hisco 6040 EVO2 X-ray system with associated equipment, warranty, parts for the Cumberland County Sheriff's Department. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-147, resolution consenting to the proposed Lower Delaware Water Quality Management Plan amendment for the Utopia Area Sewer Project. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero. Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-148, resolution authorizing execution of the Atlantic City Electric Company funding agreement for HVAC program. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second, sorry.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-141, resolution authorizing and approving additional temporary budget appropriations in the amount of $99,932. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-150, resolution authorizing the award of a non-fair and open contract for providing FOIA/OPRA workflow platform software. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Resolution 2026-151, resolution awarding contract for providing water treatment services for the County of Cumberland, bid number 26-01. Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Capizola.
Yes.
Commissioner Garcia Belicki.
Yes.
Commissioner Alstino.
Yes.
Commissioner Sorrow.
Yes.
Commissioner Romero.
Yes.
Deputy Director Marchand.
Yes.
Director Taylor.
Yes.
Treasurer's report.
Ooh, my favorite part.
We began the month of January with a cash balance of $19,024,674.02, cash receipts of $9,100,390.35, disbursements of $14,014,189.67, ending the month of January with a cash balance of $14,110,874.70. Accompanying that is an itemized list of investments that total $52,278,214.99. And then just a couple other finance office updates. We did file our annual financial statement over the weekend, so that is just, at the end of the year, we prepare our audit schedules that we then to submit to the auditors that are also used and then input into the state format that gets uploaded to Division of Local Government Services. That was filed on Saturday, and we provided that to U.S. Bank, who handles a lot of our continuing disclosure requirements for our bonds. In addition, and there was a resolution on tonight, during the first 3 months of the year, we have appropriation reserve transfers. So at the next meeting, we'll probably have a few more. And what this is, it's your 2025 budget year. We keep it open for a full year after that, so that bills coming in, we pay if we have to move some things to cover some bills that arrive after 12/31 that were not encumbered as of December 31st. This is what necessitates the transfers, or they come in a little bit higher or lower than what was expected. So you'll probably have one more on for your March meeting for transfers. A lot of it pertaining to jail expenses, if you see the ones that we currently have. And then additionally, we had done the emergency authorization in December for the juvenile housing. We did receive just shy of $800,000 in grant reimbursements from the state of New Jersey. So there will be a resolution to cancel the balance of that emergency appropriation that we do not need. So that means that's less than what you have to raise in the 26 budget year for that appropriation. And then on the topic of budget, we're close. The only things outstanding for final picture for what the budget 2026 looks like is the county option hospital fee program, which I don't know if anybody remembers from last year. There was an introduction of the budget with one amount, and then the State Division of Local Government Services came back and said no, given some recent federal legislation changes on Medicaid and SNAP, you're going to have to reduce that. And it was a good call because we're at a backlog with CMS waiting for approval. So timing of budget is kind of hinging on the federal Center for Medicare and Medicaid Services approving our program. I know Van Drew's office and Booker's office are trying to encourage New Jersey to get processed quickly, but CMS has a bit of a backlog, and really that's kind of dictating what the timing is for the 2026 budget timeline. I think that was it.
Can I ask?
Okay.
One, just to let everybody know how much money that is, and that's the reason why we have to wait.
$2.9 million.
There you go.
Yeah.
Second thing, remember you said that you actually keep 1 year open so we can pay bills? Those individuals that send us a bill 2 years or more, we still owe them?
What was the line you used, Mike? You're going to put me on the spot? Was that what it was? So I can't answer.
That's the reason why I say that.
Yeah.
I think you know, Bob.
Yeah, so we received some bills from Hudson County recently for 23 and 24 budget expenses that were not billed until a couple weeks ago. As to whether or not we legally owe that, I cannot answer that, but part of the transfers on tonight's was to ensure that there is funding in place to cover those expenses should that need to occur. And then for the reserve transfer for March, should probably look towards putting some money aside for 25.
I just wanted general public to understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, thank you.
It's expensive.
Immediately.
Do I have a motion and second, accept the treasurer's report as read?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Do I have a motion and second for authorizing payment of all salaries and wages?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, public comment period, new business only.
Do I have a motion and second?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Sandy Acevedo, Upper Deerfield Township. First, thank you Down Township for that presentation coming before the commission board. Given the numerous boards and commissions in this county, how refreshing that they came out to update the county because, you know, we are a family and what happens in the cities and the townships of Cumberland do affect us all. And on Inspira, that's what happens with a monopoly. That's exactly what happens with a monopoly. Thank you for the, attaching that information to the agenda. Does the bill list normally get included in that? I didn't see the bill list on there. And 1 second. On the regional jail issue, since there was a full presentation done in Atlantic County for the Ancor site that's now scrapped, do we have a contingency plan, one? And did the county invest in any studies or surveys, plans, or architectural research for Winslow Township? And Are the employees of the county jail, civilians and officers, guaranteed jobs in writing for any new jail project with transfers or just by invitations? And I really didn't get an answer last time about our obligation, but I guess this question now is, did the county's obligation under the regional jail issue end with the Camden County pulling out of the Ancor site project? If not, why, and what are we still obligated for? And I hope we're not considering it coming to Cumberland County either. Thank you.
Would you like me? I can answer that.
Well, we have
We have another
other
person.
questions. Come on up.
Good evening, Commissioners. Stephen Soloff, Vineland, Inform the Vote, NJ. First, I want to acknowledge that the conclusion of the fire district elections has come to pass, and I also want to thank the candidates, the commissioners, and fire officials who made meaningful updates to their websites and provided substantive information during the process. I know my approach can sometimes feel business-like or even audit style, but the goal has never been to criticize for sport. It's to improve access to information. We made significant progress, and thank you for that. Now that the elections are over, I also want to remind residents engagement doesn't end on Election Day. There are plenty of ways to support and participate in our local fire districts. Port Norris Fire District has the Oyster and Ham Dinner coming up on March 29th. Laurel Lake has bingo every Wednesday. Dividing Creek has their cornhole tournament on April 18th. Leesburg has their sub sale on March 14th. Heislerville has their family buffet dinner on March 15th, and Port Elizabeth has their pot pie dinner on March 14th. Additional details about those events, along with meeting times and locations for all districts, are compiled on a public Google document whose link can be found on informthevotenj.com. Secondly, as we enter the heart of primary season, I want to politely reiterate something for the record. Every candidate, regardless of party, is welcome to participate on my platform. That includes the radio interviews, questionnaires, and attending public events such as the meet and greet at Glasstown Brewery on May 9th from 1 to 3 p.m. Despite what comment sections sometimes imply, the invitation has always been open. The goal is simple: give voters structured, accessible information before they fill in circles on the ballot. Third, I'd like to place a straightforward question on the record. How many data centers are actually intended to be built in Cumberland County? Most people are aware of the one in Vineland. Bridgeton has recently been put on the radar. I've heard credible discussions about possibilities in Millville, and I have heard directly from individuals who would be in a position to know that additional proposals are elsewhere in the county. They're not social media rumors, they're credible conversations. And I'm not even directly against data centers. I'm just asking for transparency. If there are other projects being explored and we know about them, I think we should just know how many. And lastly, I'll try to keep this as measured as possible. I want to speak briefly about public safety. Before I started covering local politics, I spent significant time traveling, including extended time in places like Nicaragua, during political instability, and Oaxaca in Mexico, where I personally experienced violent situations. Those were foreign countries, and I was visibly an outsider. But when I see patterns of aggression that are similar, confrontations, intimidation, people going out of their way to create conflict with me, emerging here at home, including most recently an incident on High Street in Millville this past Wednesday, I take notice. I know it's anecdotal. I know correlation isn't causation, and this isn't about drama. It's about principle. Part of the social contract is simple. We contribute, we participate, we follow the rules. In return, we expect public safety. And so if public safety was part of anyone's campaign platform, then understand I'm paying attention. And if we're going to argue about people deserving compassion, that should include everyone from all angles. Because transparency and safety are not abstract talking points, they're lived realities. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Kevin, did you want to answer the question?
Where's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Vic Bermudez, PBA Local 231 President for the jail. Just wanted to see if we could possibly be brought back into the loop for the jail. We haven't had a meeting since the beginning of the regional jail project, and we just keep finding out the information either online or in the newspaper, and it's just not transparent to us. And I think we want a jail. We definitely want one. So, I mean, I think if we could help out to possibly work through the warden, make him aware, and he can contact us, and let's work together on this thing so we're not left in the dark. But we do need a jail, or I don't know what the contingency plans may be. But I like to work with this board. I've always worked with this board. I don't have a problem working with the board at all, but I just need something to give my people, because in the end we gotta fend for our own jobs. So we need to know what's going to happen for our future. And to find out in the newspaper that some places getting scrapped, it's like we don't see these coming. We've seen plenty of them come with Salem, the one out there in the cement pad. So this is like the third time. So I'd just like to be brought into the fold if possible, just get an information session so that if we have to come up with ideas, or if we could help in any shape, way, or form, that'd be welcome, So I just want to work with you guys and let you know that we're here. We're working with the warden. I'm happy to say that with this warden that we have with assaults on officers, we've worked together, and I say that I've seen 3 within the last month get charged, compared to 3 in the last 5 years. So we're getting a lot of good feedback from our new warden, Casaboom, and his team, and we've been working together, and we're making this jail thing work. And I love speaking with him and working with him. So I hope we keep him in place, because I don't. Basically, what I'm saying is this is just one of the better wardens I've ever been with in my 20+ years, and I like dealing with him, and he's great to work with. So thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else? Is there
Seeing none, motion to close?
Second. All in favor?
Aye. So if I may, I'd like to address Mr. Bermudez's question first. I have a statement prepared. The announcement to eliminate the Winslow site at Ancora as a location for the new South Jersey Regional Reentry and Rehabilitation Center was an unexpected event. We are currently assessing where the new location will be placed. The board will explore all options that will work best for the residents of Cumberland County. The new location must meet the requirements of the current consent decree that our jail is subject to. I will add that a meeting was scheduled to take place at our county jail yesterday, but due to inclement weather, we had to cancel the meeting. Kevin, would you like to address this?
Sure. I'll start with Ms. Acevedo's comments. We will make that bill list available to you electronically, so you can review that. Just a couple of notes on the questions regarding the jail. We have had 0 expense on the South Jersey Regional Reentry and Rehabilitation Facility. So we have had no expense. All soft costs to this point have been incurred through grants that Camden County has received for the process. We have no expense. And we don't expect any expense because they have secured tens of millions of dollars in grant funds from the state. The state is wholeheartedly behind the regional jail format. The legislation has been passed, and they are, the state, going back to the governor, and the last two state Senate Assembly organizations have been fully behind it. They feel that this is the plan for the future that allows for multiple municipalities or multiple counties to join forces and benefit from an economy of scale to reduce costs and increase quality care. This announcement last week was a surprise to Camden County, and it was a surprise to Cumberland County, and I would assume it's probably a surprise to Atlantic County, since it originally the location of Winslow was considered to be the choice by Winslow as well. I guess a change in government, and those sitting on their panel have changed that. The jobs would be managed. Ms. Azevedo asked about a written guarantee of jobs. We stated to both the PBA and the FOP that it is our expectation that our staff would get an immediate consideration for any jobs that are available. We are told that would be the case. The authority will make that decision. That's an authority gained by all those that are contributing players in this. Counties that contribute and counties that sign on as we did would have the seat at the table, an equal seat. No one would have a stronger seat. It would not be Camden, it would not be Cumberland, it would not be Atlantic if they choose to do so. We have signed the agreement. The commissioners last year signed the agreement, and it was 100% supported for the new jail. The cancellation of the in-court site does not stop this plan. We are expecting them to shift gears, the consultant, and come up with other options for the groups that are already involved, and hopefully if Atlantic County does join in, that they would have a seat at the table and make that decision as well. I hope that answers all your questions from that. If I can just speak on Mr. Soloff's comments, we really have nothing to say about data centers. We have no involvement in them, except for when it comes to planning as far as wastewater runoff and county roads. That's the only involvement that the county has in those. So we really can't, we have nothing to say, we have no comment on it because we have no control over them. They're municipally controlled. And as far as the Millville situation, we really have nothing to say there. I'm sorry for his situation, but that would be a Millville law enforcement issue that we can't really comment on. And that's all I have.
Director, I have a BA clarify one thing on the jail. Could you tell them the amount of money that the state brought in as a grant that Camden is allowing us to participate and we're not getting charged for it?
The last I heard was somewhere between $35 and $45 million.
Okay. I thought that was something that was important to bring out. It was Camden who got that grant money?
Yes.
And they are allowing us to piggyback on that without being charged, am I correct?
That is the benefit of signing on to the agreement.
Okay.
That we would, anybody that were to come after would not
Benefit.
would not benefit.
Okay, so I just wanted that clarified this way. I think that was a hell of a benefit we got out of that. So we have not spent one
We
dime.
haven't spent a penny.
There you go. Okay, thank you.
If I may, one other topic. The bills list, there is no bills list for this week. Is that correct?
Right, because we've changed over the process, so all the bills for the month of February will be on the March meeting. So because those already exist, they will be attached to the resolution. So ordinarily, it would be voted on tonight and then included in the minutes, so that the bill list would be included in March for all of February.
Okay. Commissioners' reports. Commissioner Garcia Blicky.
Thank you, Director. I want to begin my report this evening by highlighting several important meetings and events and community engagements that I attended over the last month, all of which reflect the strength, diversity, and commitment of the people and organizations that serve Cumberland County. I attended the Cumberland County Youth Services Advisory Council meeting. I've attended several, actually. And I was genuinely impressed by the level of commitment shown by everyone at the table, from educators and service providers to community partners who work directly with our young people every day. Their dedication to supporting at-risk youth, strengthening prevention programs, and expanding resources for families is truly inspiring. One of the programs that I learned about, that I hadn't heard about before, was a program called, it was featured in SNJ Today, a program called Flying First Class Equestrian and Community Outreach Center. It's located in Upper Deerfield. This program works with inner city youth and gives them the opportunity to experience farm life, from horseback riding to gardening, often at low cost or no cost at all. They offer special programs for veterans and first responders, focusing on mental health support, resilience, and recovery. And I think that this is a very innovative and community-centered work that changes lives. It's available to anybody who wants to participate in it, so I wanted to share the information about the important work that they do. I lived in Cumberland County for a long time. I never heard about it. And actually, I think that for parents struggling with getting their kids off the screens, this is a wonderful opportunity to learn about farming and equine programs, animal-assisted mindfulness and wellness, community garden and food access, nutrition. They donate foods to food banks, part of what they grow in their farm. So I think it's a really amazing program. I wanted to share that information to the public. I also attended the Greater Vineland Chamber of Commerce First Love Your Local Business event at the Cumberland Mall. This event gave local business owners the opportunity to showcase their products and services, connect with customers, and build relationships that support business growth in our county. It was encouraging to see so many small business owners. I had a chance to speak to quite a few of them, and it was great to see them supporting each other as well. Executive Director Dawn Hunter advised that this was the first of what she hopes will be an annual event. In addition, I attended the monthly Board of Health meeting where we discussed ongoing public health priorities and the continued need to support families, seniors, and vulnerable residents across the country. Their work is very important. It's essential in keeping our community safe and informed. I also joined the Greater Millville Chamber of Commerce luncheon at the Elks Lodge. It was a great opportunity to hear directly from the mayor about the future of Millville. These meetings and events remind me how many people in our county are working every day, often behind the scenes, just to clean our roads during these severe storms, to improve the lives of our residents. So I want to thank all of them for their dedication and partnership. Now I want to turn to the Cumberland County Improvement Authority, because the CCA plays a major role in shaping our county's economic future. Their annual reorganization meeting is scheduled for tomorrow at 3:45, which I hope to attend. First, I want to recognize the outgoing chair of the CCIA, Dr. Shelley Snyder. She served on the authority board for the past 4 years, and her leadership has been exceptional. She's a lifelong educator who spent her career in Millville Public Schools, eventually becoming superintendent. She's also served twice as interim president of the Cumberland County College when it needed a president, guiding the institution through important transitions, including the merger of the college with Rowan College of South Jersey. Her service to this county has been recognized many times. She was named Millville Outstanding Citizen in 2016, received a citation from the Commissioners Board that same year, and was honored the Power of the Purse Award in 2019 by the United Way of Greater Philadelphia and Southern New Jersey, and she's a 2015 inductee of the Cumberland County Women's Hall of Fame, where she now serves as president. Dr. Schneider has been a steady, thoughtful, and community-centered leader, and I want to publicly thank her for her dedication to Cumberland County. 2 weeks ago, during our work session, the board considered the appointment of Mr. Thomas Tedesco to the CCIA. I want to be clear about why I voted no. When the item came before us, there was no resume or background information included in the board packet. For me, that's a basic expectation. As commissioners, we owe the public a transparent, accountable process, especially when we're making decisions about influential county authorities. I don't believe we should be approving appointments without first reviewing a candidate's qualifications. That's not how responsible government should operate. My decision wasn't about Mr. Tedesco personally. It was about maintaining standards, doing our due diligence, and ensuring that the public can trust the way that we make these decisions. And that brings me to the broader issue of representation and governance. The CCI is not a small or symbolic board. It is one of the most powerful authorities in Cumberland County. It drives economic development, supports business growth, and generates revenue that's reinvested back into our communities. And this year alone, the CCIA will provide more than $805,000 in cash contributions to the county. And since 2016, its shared service gains and contributions have saved the county nearly $30 million. Because of this impact, the composition of the CCIA board matters. Cumberland County is not only a majority-minority county, it is also one of New Jersey's most diverse counties. Our residents come from a wide range of racial, ethnic, cultural, and linguistic backgrounds. Yet, with the departure of Dr. Schneider, the CCI board now consists of 5 white Republican men, which does not reflect the people that we serve, nor does it reflect the diversity of perspectives that strengthens public institutions. March is officially Women's History Month, when we celebrate the economic, political, and social contributions of women. It is especially important to acknowledge what it means to lose Dr. Schneider, as she was the only woman on such a powerful board. And again, my concern is not about any one person. It is about the overall lack of representation and the absence of balance on a board that holds tremendous influence over county finances and long-term planning. At the very least, there should be an effort to ensure that the CCIA is bipartisan and that it reflects the diversity of this county. Representation is not symbolic. It is a matter of good governance. It strengthens public trust, improves decision-making, and ensures that all communities in our county feel seen and valued. And before I wrap up, I want to note 2 major milestones coming in 2026. As we all know, it will be the 250th anniversary of the United States, but it's also the 100th anniversary of Black History Month. Marking these together is a good reminder of how our nation's story continues to grow and how important it is that we honor every part of it as we move forward as a community. And because it is Black History Month, I looked up some history from our county, I want to take a moment to honor the deep African American history and heritage of Cumberland County. Our county is home to several historic sites, markers, and museums that document the Underground Railroad and the region's African American legacy, including the Bethel AME Church in Greenwich and the Cumberland County Historical Society, also in Greenwich. We are also proud of the many African American trailblazers who shaped our county. Henrietta Crawford was a violin-based activist who fought for black civil rights, women's suffrage, and equal pay for domestic workers. Elliott Hurd was the first black lawyer to argue a case in Cumberland County. Albert Kelly, our very own mayor, is the first black mayor of Bridgeton. Charles Thomas, the first black member of the Cumberland County Board of Freeholders, then called Freeholders, elected in 1964. And finally, Cleo Castile Rice, a local resident and member of the heroic Tuskegee Airmen during World War II. Their courage, leadership, and contributions continue to inspire us, and we are proud to honor their legacy. And finally, I want to note that Rowan College of South Jersey will be hosting its 2nd annual Celebrating Black Culture and Community event this Friday at 7 p.m. Events like this help us honor the richness of our county's diversity and the contributions of African American residents, and past and present. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Olsina.
First, I'd like to congratulate Down Township on all their accomplishments down there. I know Bob Campbell, you've been working on this for years. It's great to see that it's finally coming true, and I congratulate you. And great job. The board is well aware of the EMS problems, and I agree with you. Whether it be a stub toe, heart attack, stroke, or some type of accident, every citizen in this county deserves the EMS service, and we support you on that. As far as attending meetings between the snowstorms and I was on vacation, I was unable to attend any meetings. I did speak with the Veterans Office and went over some things with them. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Capizola.
Okay, first off, I want to say great job to all the the county workers for the roads. They look great. I drove around a little bit today before I had to pick my wife up from the airport. Everything looked amazing, so I want to commend them on their hard work. They did a great job. I got a lot of phone calls yesterday from people that work for the county, and they appreciated that they got or was that yesterday? What day are we here? Well, they were happy that everything was closed down. They found out in a timely manner on Monday. I forget what day we are here. Yesterday, I attended a forum for the news. They're looking for a new superintendent, and I attended as a commissioner in Vineland. And they were asking my input, and they found that I was a teacher too, so that was a good opportunity. I like that transparency, and maybe we can do some things like that in the county when we're looking for certain positions. It was great to be able to put my input in. I went to a future leaders workshop this past Saturday and talked about what it's like to be in government and how we got there. And we talked, and we had it was a long day. It was 5 different classes with all different groups of kids. And it was a good opportunity for these young people to hear how you get in this seat and what it takes. I had a person reach out, and that's something maybe, Kevin, you can answer about. If they want to be, for example, they use the library board. If they want to be on that board, I told them I would ask this question in front of everybody. What can they do to boost up their resume? Because I guess somebody applied and they didn't hear back, and I told them that I'd bring that question up. So that's something I'd bring up in front of everybody. Tom Forkin is a part of the Rec Commission. He's really fighting to have special events, and one of the special events he's trying to have is an event where they would be swimming in, I guess, a protected lake that the DEP is not giving them permission. And I don't know, it's something that the board, we can maybe help him, maybe special events. It's something good for the county, and it's promoting people getting out and using some of our facilities. I also attended my first election board. Found out a lot of information. One of the things that we did, I talked to Jeff about, was we separated. Actually, can you explain exactly what we did, what we talked about? So you're probably better at it than I can.
So under New Jersey budget law, there was a change in 2015 that has constitutional officer caps. So Board of Elections being a constitutional office, county clerk being a constitutional office. You're not supposed to go over 2%, but you're supposed to exclude any direct election expenses. So back when that was in place, the CFO at the time and said, great, we're going to take them out of each's budget and put it in just a general line for election costs.
And that created confusion.
But then they both share this line, and I didn't even do that, Jessica, but if they both share it, then they both jointly own it, and it would be cleaner if you still, in the budget document, still have them under the same category. There's still election expenses, just once for the clerk, once for Board of Elections. And I think then one is it's all about timing. So with the county clerk, the primary cost of hers is going to be for the ballot printing and the postage, and then elections is for actually running the events. So if you're sharing a line, one is going to be expending something for printing sooner than the other, and then that's going to draw down the total funds available for the other, depending on the timing of that when they get their grant reimbursements. So it's going to keep them separate.
So they're very happy that we did that, and both parties. I talked to the clerk, she was on board, and I talked to the board. Everybody's happy about this. Another thing we talked about was maybe a cost-saving option is talking to all the different municipalities about these fire elections, having them during either a primary or a general election. I don't remember why. We need to have those conversations of why it'll work or why it may not work. So that's coming down the line. That's something that we're going to be talking about. And another thing, the problem they're having over there, they're using 2 different spaces right now to keep everything in, all the machines and everything, and there's just not enough space. So they asked me to bring it up to the board about possibly expanding either at their location right down the street over here, or trying to find a larger second location because they're just exploding over there. And they took me in the back really quick, and they're to lack of space. So that's kind of where we're at right now. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Sawyer.
Thank you, Director. I was also at the, I attended a number of meetings. I'm not going to go through the whole list. We've had a long session so far. But I did attend the Greater Chamber of Commerce, the City of Millville. I just want to commend the City of Millville. I think they have some really good people that got elected. They're very serious about what they want to do. I had the opportunity to talk with the mayor after the event for about, I don't know, say about a half hour. And I assured him, just like I have assured all mayors in Cumberland County, that we're here to help. I want to thank mayor, former mayor, deputy mayor for being here to give us the information on down township. I was going to actually call you and ask you how everything was going on. I still cannot believe about the 14, 15 people. Anyway, I love their terminology. The DEP has a tendency to stop a lot of things in this area. And hopefully the newer person that came on, I know that a number of other politicians have talked to them, and they're working on hopefully getting better service out of them. I attended with our department head, Ms. Williams. She's still here.
Yes.
Where's she at? Okay, there you are. They had a ribbon cutting in the city of Vineland for the newly renovated senior center. And I'll tell you what, they really did a great job. They really did, because that is an old library. If anybody knows it, it's on the 6th and Elm. Correct? Okay. They said the president was involved in the creation of that library. I'm not sure which one it was, but it's a very, very old building, and you know what? They actually kept it very close to what it was. I'm saying when I was a kid, so because I used to go to that library. I lived on Cherry Street, but they really did a great job. But what is great about it, we now have an office in that building. Okay. And I'm going to turn it over, Director, if you don't mind. I'd like to have Lisa explain what the office is about, because I think it's very important. Because what I liked about it was no one's turned away, and information is given. No matter what the information is for seniors, they're going to have some kind of answer for you, and I think that's important, if you don't mind.
Yes, we now have an office established in the Vineland Senior Center. It was established previously, and we were able to put an outreach worker there several days a week, but we are looking to expand our footprint across the county to make sure that our seniors who don't have transportation to get here to Bridgeton have the opportunity to have assistance with their LIHEAP applications, just their simple outreach applications that they come to our door with, any assistance that they need, their property tax books, anything that they need help with, we'll be able to assist them on those sites. So within the very near future, we will be in Vineland. We're hoping to be there a whole 5 days a week. And we are in Millville 2 half days a week, and I'm meeting with the mayor later this week to see if we can increase our footprint there as well, because there are many seniors that just can't get here to Bridgeton, and we want to make sure that they can get to our outreach workers to help them get the assistance they need.
Now, am I correct in saying that they offered the office to us?
Yes, they did.
Okay.
Yes, they did.
I guess the reason why I said that is that it's no expense to the county.
No.
And I think that's very important that the city of Vineland offered the office, and I think Millville also.
Yes, we are also in Millville. Mm-hmm.
So again, the office is offered to us, no expense to the county. And I think it's very important that we do this because, of course, our seniors don't have the ability to get all the information, and be able to go to one office and get almost any piece of information that they need. I think that's very important. Do you have anything else?
No, just stay tuned. We plan to do as many more things like this as possible
You have
to
something
get it.
planned for Bridgeton?
Bridgeton, what we have right here on Commerce Street, but we will plan, we do go out like a satellite once a month to Down Township and Morris River Township and our senior centers, but we are looking to try to increase that also to those areas as well, especially during the senior farmers market coupon, when we put out those vouchers to be able to get to those locations easier, as well as when our different programs come up with our SHIP, our senior health, the state health insurance programs. We do have all of our outreach workers are certified as state health insurance program assistants, so they can be able to offer explanations about Medicare and different programs that they're not sure of to help make, good decisions with what plans they need. So, okay, you're welcome.
One last thing, I just wanted to kind of state that, I go through the agenda at least as soon as it comes out, and most of the time, if there's something missing, or I don't understand something, I have a notepad, I write everything on my notepad, and then I call in, and I'm sure everybody knows I do this because I do it with our VA, I've done it with John Carr, I've done it with our assistant, Jeff DeLazaro. If there's something missing in that, I get it. So I just wanted to say, Commissioner Balicki, if something's missing, if there's a resume that you don't see, if there's something that you don't have, all you gotta do is make a phone call. I mean that sincerely. There's nothing here that's gonna be hidden. Okay, I happen to have gotten the resume, all right? And the resume with Mr. Tedesco is that he's an engineer. Okay, and since the CCIA does a lot of building, can we say that they do a lot of construction? Absolutely. So it only made sense for an engineer to be on there because he is involved in construction. So this is one of the reasons, but I just want to say, if there's anything that's missing, and I think Commissioner Alstino will attest this, we don't stop anybody from getting information. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. So I don't think there's no reason why you shouldn't get information. All you have to do is call, and I'm sure they'll be more than happy to get you any of the information you need. That's it, Director. Thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Romero.
Yes, I attended the health department meeting. I want you to know, one of the problems we had was real estate. We own 6 real estates throughout the county. And they found a new location probably for March next year. And we're gonna be adding it. And we'll be eliminating some of those offices around the county. Also, into Black History Month. I want you guys to know that we are elected Dante Lane to the library board. He's an African American, and I'm proud to see him there. And I'm glad some of us voted for him. And being that it's Black, Afro-American month, this is a plus for us. Commissioner Ostino, you wasn't comfortable in voting for him, but I want you to understand that I have a lot of pictures that you promoted this young man, and I was proud of that throughout the years. So I like to see young people voted for him, part of our community, and I hope he does very well. He's a young man, and that's all I have to say. I mean, if you have any questions about somebody, just like Commissioner said, get a hold of us. Get a hold of us. I'll be glad to share information about the people will be put on the board. I thought you guys went over this on a work session. And but I am very proud to see Dante Lane.
And I spoke about that in the session.
Library board. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. We don't want to go into details.
No, I'm not going into details, but I just wanted to remind you, I did talk about it.
We're going to the personal issues you guys have in the past.
It's fine.
Can I respond to that for a moment, Director Jones?
We're in the middle.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Commissioner Marshall. Director, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Director. All right, so on tonight's agenda, we had a number of appointments and reappointments to boards, and we do this, it seems to be, from time to time. Most meetings, I think, we seem to do that. But what I do want to say is I do want to thank and congratulate first the people that were on tonight and that have been either appointed or reappointed. I want to thank them for their service. Because what you have to understand is all of these appointments, especially tonight's, I can tell you, these aren't paid positions. These are people volunteering their time, they're volunteering a service to our community, Cumberland County. And to me, that's very meaningful. when they're taking time out of their own day from their own family to come here and serve Cumberland County for the betterment of Cumberland County. So for all of those that volunteer on our various boards, I do want to say thank you so much, congratulate you, and we were always looking for people to volunteer. I really think that's something special in Cumberland County that we have, is the willingness to volunteer and to offer their time up. With that, we had another huge snowstorm. Obviously, I guess this is the season for snowstorms, right? So we had just another huge one the other day, one of the largest ones I can remember. Our Public Works, I think, worked so hard, did a wonderful job getting these roads open and available to everybody. I'm really surprised, honestly, from the amounts that I heard we were going to get and that we did get, that we were here tonight. I thought perhaps this meeting would be canceled, but in fact, those roads look great. And I really want to thank not only our own Public Works people, the various municipalities and cities for all the hard work that their employees, their Public Works were doing to clear these streets, to make us safe and to make sure that we can come to events like this and get to work. I really do thank them. Finally, I'd like to talk about upcoming events. And, one upcoming event that is meaningful to me is coming up on March 18th. It's a Cumberland County Women's Hall of Fame. And one of the people being honored this year is someone I've known, I worked with for over 20 years. It's one of our own, Madam Prosecutor Jennifer Webb-McCrae. So I just want to congratulate her, give her a round of applause. She does excellent work. She does excellent work in our community. She is a role model for many young people, and I do thank her, and I'm proud to call her a friend of mine. So thank you. That's all I have.
Thank you. I'd like to address my comments at this time. I'd like to thank Public Works. They went above and beyond during this snowstorm. We've had many trees down, wires down, so their job was extra hard. I also would like to thank Dawn Bowen and her team at the Emergency Services and Public Protection Department. And I'd also, I just want to note that we're very fortunate to have Senator Michael Testa as our state senator. He lives in Cumberland County. He's always there for us when we need something, and we're very blessed to have him. With that being said, I received a call today from our governor, Mikey Sherrill, and she called to see how we were making out, and I just want to give kudos to her. I don't think that's something normally that we've had in the past, is for a governor to call and check on our county, so I was very appreciative of that. And being the director has been a highlight of my life. Being a woman director is something unusual, I think, for our county. And when we talk about the diversity of our boards and who's placed, where, I'm one of 2 women on this board, and I end up to be the director. So I do think that we do try to be diverse in what we do. And that's all I have for this evening. Do I have a...
Can I make a comment?
Comment session is pretty much over, so.
Well, you allowed John to make a comment, so I'll make my comment. The point I was trying to make is when there is an appointment to a board, there should be information in the packet. I shouldn't have to ask for it. I've served on many boards where, and especially if it's an important board, an important appointment that affects a lot of things, I would like to see a resume attached to the, I'm requesting that a resume is attached from here on in.
That's fine. I'm happy that you're requesting that. I'm sure the clerk is taking note of that. But you have to understand, everybody's human. If something, it's not being done maliciously or on purpose, maybe it was oversight.
I didn't say it was.
I'm just stating a fact
Due
that
diligence.
That's exactly
we
what
can
I said
only
in my
try to
notes.
do better going forward.
Due diligence.
And if you don't get something, make a phone call. I know you don't want to have to do that, but in the event something's missing, I mean, I can't control everything. Yeah, I do my best, but, and,
Motion to adjourn.
There's no calls for executive session.
No.
okay. No executive session. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yep.
This has been a QBC television production, in association with our partners and sponsors. QBC broadcasts on Comcast Cable Channel 22, and live streams its programming on Facebook and YouTube. All rights reserved by Quinn Media and QBC, programming that serves the South Jersey market.